Cross your fingers that it doesn't kick me off and the broadcast holds. This will be my last one of the day, I think. I don't like to do too much because then everyone can't watch them, but I like to stream these indie games so I can decide what I'm playing. So, this is what I said it was, What Remains of Edith Finch. The game starts off with you on this boat. If I pause it, I get this weird family tree. Camera control, reticle, on I guess. Sound effects, we'll turn it down. Dialogue, music down once, dialogue up, brightness up. And if we take a look at this family tree, the Finches, so I'm Edith Finch. Everyone's dead but me. Odin, born in 1980, Eddie 1917, Walter, that's funny. My mom's name is Dawn and my grandfather's name is Walter, just like her mom's name's Dawn and her grandfather's name's Walter. And my mom was born in the 1960s also. So What Remains of Edith Finch, I don't know what this is about. I think we're gonna hit new game, but I don't think it changes anything. I think it's just kinda, I just want to make sure. Oh, we get this. The reticle's in the way. Beautiful music. See, we're on the boat, and that's why that. So should I get rid of the reticle? So it's not in the way. Alright, yeah, now we know. So there you go, take a look at that family tree and tell me what you think. What are the leaves that are separate, that are not touching the tree? And isn't it weird they're all dead? Are we cursed? So, opening my journal. Alright, so it looks like it's R1. Opening my journal should tell me.
Going to make sense to you. And I'm sorry about that. I'm just going to start at the beginning with the house.
The house. Alright, so we're doing a story with flashbacks. Now, I did play this before. The way I've been doing games is I give them a try. And then if I decide I want to stream it, I start them over. So you will see that I have played this before, but if you want to
Someone had put up a chain link fence, but it looked like I wasn't the first person to hop it.
So I hopped this chain link fence again. But if you want to see the series from the beginning, and not just my initial trial of the game, the difference is, if it's the trial, I'll say, first time playing name of the game. And like this, it will say part 1, and then a title. So this is part 1, this will start the series, and I think I'm going to complete this series.
I lived here until I was 11, but I wasn't allowed inside half the rooms.
I lived here since I was 11. What, that house over there? The tower? What are you, Rapunzel? Alright, so the game looks good, and this is 720. You guys have seen it in 360. I'm seeing it in 720 because, like an idiot, I didn't know that 32 inches TVs didn't do 1080. So I got a 32-inch TV that only displays 720.
7 years ago.
But who cares? I'm stuck with it for now. The bills were from 7 years ago, marked urgent. Sounds like my mailbox. That's what I do with my bills. Why am I dressed like Joan of Arc? Alright.
I hadn't been back since my brother Lewis's funeral.
Lewis? Milton Lewis. So he died... What year is it? We don't know. 2013 Milton died, it says, right? No, 2003. 2010. It's been a year, so it's probably 2011. No, we don't know how long it's been. Oh, I like that. I like knocked all the words on the ground. That is so cool. Did it make another message? I can't jump off the edge. This is what they call... What do you call these games? People will call them walking simulators.
My mother left me a key, but didn't tell me
better
where
thing to call them. Cool. Like there's...
Maybe she thought I'd know.
Choose your own adventure.
Or she thought the mystery would be enough to bring me back.
The Finches. The Fockers. Remember that? Meet the Fockers. I think I only liked the first one, and then they started getting Or maybe I started getting older. I think the brightness is high enough. It's supposed to be dark here. Alright, there's got to be a dash button. Oh, look, there's a zoom in on stuff button. Am I being watched? Nope. And there's a dash. Nope, they're both zoom in buttons. So that's what the L's do. They zoom in. The R is my interaction. And triangle brings that up. X, circle, square do nothing. And R3 and R2 do nothing. I can cross this. I was like, can I even go this way? I hear a frog. So which way do I go? Follow the river or cross it? This is a beautiful forest. They got nice property. I wonder where this takes place. Let's try to guess. The northwest. Maybe Oregon or Washington State. Or maybe Northern California. Because we got some evergreens, we got some redwoods and pine trees. I don't think it's the Appalachians. Oh, maybe look at these the boulders and the granite. Maybe it is the Appalachian up near like Virginia or maybe even higher up. Maybe it's New England. Well, I just said everything. You know, it could be anywhere between the east and west coast. No, I think it's one of the coasts. It's either the Northern California to Canada.
The woods around the house have always been uncomfortably silent. As if they're about to say something, but never do.
That's weird. Wait. What? Are you pregnant? I don't know. Those are just your female anatomy. Hey, nice necklace, too. Hey, at least they didn't give her huge, huge things, you know? They're making they're making characters more realistic, but it's not just females. Look at Kratos. You think I could ever get that muscular? Guys go through the same thing. Nathan Drake, he's a handsome dude. We gotta live up to his standards too. Alright, I didn't come from that way, but I probably could have. I did the forest route. But it's probably just to check this out. Wow, man. That was a lot of work. Old beat up pickup truck. Cosmo, my friend Cosmo, check him out if you don't know. Washington, what did I tell you? Did I not say it would be Washington State? And I said that off the trees exactly and the rocks.
The way I've been dreaming.
Total guess too, I'm not even kidding. Thumbs up for me guessing the location just by the forest. Hey, if you're new, subscribe, check out my massive playlist of games. They're all live right now, but I am going to try to make a series. I just have to decide what it is. I'm not going to rate games, but maybe I'll put something just like Zeke thinks. What does Zeke think of, I don't know, for example, oh, what's this, Mission? This is where I wish it was 1080. Milton Finch is missing. Is he dead? Milton, 2003. Maybe he's been dead for a long time.
As a child, the house made me uncomfortable in a way I couldn't put into words.
Look at that. I would want to live at the top.
Now, as a 17-year-old, I knew exactly what those words were. I was afraid of the house.
Oh no. Paranormal activity. What we got here? Some type of rubber, elongated rubber piping system. Weird. Recyclables only. What the hell is a recyclable? Waste management. Orgus Island. So we're on an island. Look at all these things. So it's the doggy door. It's been ripped. Maybe somebody snuck in. She notices it too. Oh my god, this is
Crawling
creepy.
through the doggy door used to be a lot easier when I was 11.
Yeah, I'm sure being 17. Oh yeah, 11, you're a lot smaller, but you don't look huge. Alright, what does she got? A blue bite? Something under there? An old station wagon. Looks like what the Clarks used to use on the vacation movies. What is that? Peanuts? We got here. Well, I guess I will turn that up. The brightness. That's what I was looking for, but I don't see it. Oh, it's at the bottom. I don't want to wash it out, but I want to be able to see what. Oh no, that washes it out. Oh well. I can't pick up none of this. Spray paint, glue, turpentine. Oh, you know what I could make with all this stuff? Definitely, I could make that blue crystal. Call me Heisenberg. The Northwest Chef. Cosmic Cuisine. Hey, Cosmo. Did you write that book? The Book of Mushrooms. Flowers, salt, and yeast. This guy made 8 mushrooms. He smoked in the forest. He definitely likes cooking, but I mean... Viking's Belly. Witch's Kitchen. It's all about food, except for the raw fowl, the Book of Mushrooms, but those are food too. But it looks like he was getting messed up, because look at flour, salt, water, yeast. He's making his own moonshine. He's picking mushrooms. He's growing some kind of, you know he's growing bud out here, it's Washington State. And he's got a whole lot of whatever those are, pennies. What he's got here? Pot and soil with macro maxi. Yeah, he's definitely growing something. We got a cooler, no body parts in it. Nothing too spooky. Whoa, no one's been here in a while. Who put this wood here? Because wouldn't the wood like be like kind of rotted a little if it wasn't fresh? That's a really nice knife. Look at that smoky forest lacquer. Oh, that's a DeWalt drill. You can tell by the color. And I'm not even a carpenter. I did carpentry when I was out of high school for 17. Who's been smoking butts? Cigs. So my whole family's dead, right? There shouldn't be anyone here besides me. I haven't been here since my brother's funeral. But there's fresh cigs.
For the first time in years.
Hey, we know the date. Oh no. This ain't the right date. Look at Eddie, Don, Lewis, Milton. Eddie, Don, Lewis, Milton, and Edith. January 10th. That mountain's in there. 2010 was the year. Yeah, that's when Lewis died, and we haven't been back here since he died. I don't know how many years ago he died. But somebody's been here. Like I said, those butts.
I felt like I was home.
Somebody's been working with wood. You are home, man. This is your house. Dude, this is so cool. I wonder if the clocks move. It is almost noon. Yeah. It's either that or midnight. What do we got here? More cooking? The Nordic cook. Nah, it's just some doubles. Why would you have so many copies of the same kind? Made of Meat. That book's about Meat Boy. Super Meat Boy. Oh, a Casta 1202. That's a really good cast iron wood stove. Why does he need that radiator there if he's got that wood stove right there? Makes no sense. It's a nice house. I'm not going to question it. And the construction kind of...
But instead of a family, there were just memories of one.
Maybe your family's dead. Oh man, look at that nice filter. This is a sweet house. They love cook. In memory of Lewis Finch. Died November 21st. Son of Dawn, great-grandson of Eddie. Beloved brother to Edith, that's me. Memorial service is on 2141 Fireweed Road. LWOT. Edith, Eddie, Don, Lewis. Here's a picture of all of us. Edith. Oh, Grandma, she's old. Look at Don with her glasses. And Lewis. He was older than me, it looks like. Alright. Yeah, I'm gonna look at everything because I like it. Ooh, the old apple pie. Hey, I'm gonna try making this and I'll let you know how it goes. A lot of canned fish.
Like how after Lewis started working at the cannery, we all got sick of eating salmon. Except our cat, Molly.
Yeah. How would a cat get salmon in the wild? Like, I know cats like fish and they put it in their food, but in the wild, a feline would never really... They would catch freshwater fish, yes, but it would never ever have access to saltwater salmon.
Or only one restaurant would deliver to our house, so we had Chinese a lot.
Is that, Szechuan sauce? Chinese. I love Chinese. I could eat it all the time. But I would want a... Wow. You got a lot of cans. Do the can.
The table was still erect from the night we left.
So either comment or give me a thumbs up when you guys see this later if you want me to continue
It was like a bomb
streaming
had
this
gone
game.
off, killing everyone but sparing the furniture.
Ooh, he died by being sick. You probably got sick from all the MSG, man.
My
You
mom
guys
was the
ate
only one
nothing
of us
but
who could
Chinese.
imagine Great-Grandma Edie living in a nursing home.
What? I took care of my grandfather instead of sending him to a nursing home when he got dementia. And he won't be embarrassed because he's dead.
Nothing
He
in the
was
house
wearing
looked
diapers
abnormal.
and stuff.
There was just too much of it. Like a smile with too many teeth.
Yeah, the house is cluttered and it's way too big. How can you feel comfortable? Well, I would love it if you owned it, but I'd be scared by myself. Because, like, I live in one room.
Even the fireplace had a story.
My bathroom
Edie told
is
me
the
the
only
bricks
thing
came
with a
from the
door.
original house, after it sank.
Just one big room. I don't know what they call it. Fireplace has a story? I wasn't listening. Oh, look at that! It went up the chimney. Santa, you up there? Some of the words does cool stuff. Alright. Oh, these are real pictures. Look at this guy. What's he doing? What is going on here? The Alphen, Pistoria, Swan's Way. Some of these are real books. Made of Meat. See, he has 3 copies of that. The books of Sand. Raw Fowl. He's like got 10 copies of that. Who would need so many copies of the same book? I guess they didn't expect people to go and look at every book. Oh, what? My brother had a scorpion as a pet. It was so scary. And a tarantula. And centipedes scared the heck out of me. They just got too many legs.
Mom always told me to stay out of the basement, so I wasn't too surprised when the key didn't fit.
Oh, man. I was like, screw it. We got the key. Alright, let's crank it. Nice.
Great-Grandpa Sven built a music box for Barbara, along with the rest of the house.
Barbara Finch. Is that a Finch? Oh, what? This door's been caulked closed? That is so weird. Guys, do you realize how
A
weird
lot of
that really
things got left behind in the whirlwind of that last night.
The whirlwind of that. Why did we all leave in such a hurry? I understand he died, but come on. Let's go. Wow, she walked so slow.
After Milton disappeared, Mom sealed up all the bedrooms.
Maybe the
Then
key
Edie
will open.
retaliated and drilled peepholes.
What? Peepholes, so he's taking a look through them. Ooh, look at that. Follow it to the first peephole. This is weird. I just played Hello Neighbor, and these people are altering their house as much as him. Calvin and Sam.
My Grandpa Sam spent 7 years sharing a room with his dead brother, Calvin.
Was his dead brother in there? That's a huge room that's bigger than my house. My apartment. I mean, wow, they sealed every room. That is so weird. And then put their death thing on this. This family is so obsessed with death. They must be cursed.
The last time I was in Edith Sr.'s room, I was
That's a
10
bedroom?
and she was painting my portrait.
Wow, I mean, I knew I wasn't middle class. I knew I was lower class, but I am like right above homeless. I mean, I got a TV and a PlayStation, but that is it, and that took a lot of saving to get. That's alright. It'd be nice to have nice things. And I did have a great collection, but I lost all the stuff and getting
Barbara was a
ripped off
child
from
star
movies.
for 2 years.
What?
Until America grew out of it.
Grew out of what? The show? She probably got too old. 2 years, she's not a child no more, and they gotta move on. Or no, that's
Mom
not
must have
always true.
locked the third floor stairs on the night we left.
Oh my god, your mom locked everything. And I told you I think there's someone here. Look at the wire and that's plugged in. Somebody is living up there. That's my guess.
Whenever people ask me about my family,
My
the
friend
first thing they
Bigfoot.
always want to know about
In
is Barbara.
Oregon, it is where they see Bigfoot all the time. The Sasquatch. It's funny that finding Bigfoot had like 10 seasons, but they've never once found Bigfoot or even Bigfoot poop on the ground.
As a kid, I just assumed every house had peepholes and sealed rooms you weren't allowed inside of.
Yeah, and then when you realize it wasn't true, you're probably like, what? You don't have peepholes and sealed? People probably thought you were crazy. Alright, so we checked out these 3 rooms. I just didn't see that one, so I thought it was new. We checked that out. We checked out that room. We peeped over here. That is sweet. That is a sweet area. I've always wanted a house like this, where there's a room like this, where you can look over the living area. So that way, if it's like Christmas or Thanksgiving, I could stay in my bedroom right here and say hi to people without actually having to walk down there. I could just wave. Because I am an introvert, antisocial,
Molly
and
always seemed like a
stricken
girl
with
I could
anxiety.
imagine being friends with, if she hadn't died in 1947.
Oh no.
I spent a lot of time playing in Great Uncle Walter's room. I think my mom sometimes regretted not sealing it up. Lewis told me there were secret passages, but I never believed him. Turns out, my mom was really good at keeping secrets. Now it was time to find out what my mom had been afraid of. From the paintings on the wall, it was clear my brother Milton had been here before me. Reading this, maybe it sounds like I had a plan. almost like I had no idea where all this was going to lead. I got the sense Edie had spent a lot of time here before my mom sealed the doors.